Once it spins off its habitual patterns, or the force of the habitual pattern is once it spins off, it's very hard to not or sort of impede it in between. However, meditation is said to then allow it to not be further promulgated or further enforced. For example, consciousness, when you're consciously aware, at that moment you can let go. When there is craving and grasping, you can let go. But once form is given, once the birth actually takes place, it's too late to pull back. Then, for example, if you are generating a thought and you go right up till grasping, despite grasping, you let go, a thought then does not have any more strength to manifest as any action. But if you allow it to be manifest by birth and you've said something, then you are left with no other method but to go back to power of confession and determination not to do it again, and to prostrate and to purify and make offerings and apply all the antidotes. In terms of this spin, it's gone far beyond your ability to pull it back. Not to do it again is probably what you are able to generate. But until the birth process takes place, you can let go. And however, letting go after generating grasping, if you let go, is it totally free from karmic repercussions? It is not. Grasping has a karma. If at the moment of consciousness you let go, you can let it go, and it does sort of diminish. It is diminished in its power of manifestation, but is it totally devoid of karma? It is not, because consciously you are aware of it. So the actual way of not having any karma is by not moving away from the very ground of innate awareness. Gravity of karma and the effects of the karma can be lessened, however. It's a full-fledged karma after giving birth to it.
Is that shift out of the basic ground always due to fear?
Hope and fear. That happens much more earlier on. During the stages, if we take womb birth as a full process of birth, even so at the level of consciousness, it has separated self and others. There's hope and fear already, even at that very subtle level.
So it's part of our birthright as well as the...
Yes, yes, sure. Marikpa and Rigpa are two aspects of the same. It's just knowing and not knowing. Rigpa, the primordial nature, is knowing, and Marikpa, the basic ignorance, is not knowing. So it's your own self or your own innate nature. That who knows is the innate nature, what is called the Buddha nature. That who does not know or is ignorant becomes the seed of samsara. So samsara is also intrinsic, nirvana is also intrinsic. Knowing things as they are is the nirvana. Knowing things as they are apparent, or seeing things as they are apparent and judging them, having opinions about them and spinning the 12 nidanas, is the samsara. Why do we do it? Why do we create samsara? Why do we create samsara? Yes. Yes, it's true. Give an answer. Why do we do it? We do not need to create samsara, but we do nevertheless. How does it happen? Why do we do it? At every moment, we have a choice of being able to remain within nirvana or create samsara. All of us are excessively tired of samsara, yet nevertheless, we keep spinning it off. Why do we do it?
Sometimes it feels like an instinct or a reflex.
Habitual tendency. Or what I always say is, we're too clever for our own good. That's true. Eyes and the way we see things, sound, the way we hear, taste, everyone can be as it is, liberated and free to express by its own self. But no, We have to interfere with everything. Every form we see has to be joined with an opinion and a judgment. Every sound we hear can't be freely allowed it to be. We have to have an opinion and a judgment. We interfere with every activity of the senses, so busy in having an opinion and a judgment that we don't even know when we've moved away from our core nature.